Okay, so we're gonna talk about the 3 steps of creation. So step one is um, the launching of the rocket. So there's really 2 ways we do this, and we do this constantly, whether you like it or not, whether you're conscious of it or not. We are constantly launching new rockets of desire 24/7. Anytime we experience this world, we experience anything that we don't like, we will launch rockets of new desires of things that we don't like. So if you walk out and it feels hot, it feels really hot, especially in Florida, you launch the rocket to be comfortable, right? If you experience injustice, you launch a rocket of desire of justice instantly. Like as soon as you experience injustice, you gain clarity of what you do want, which is justice. So no matter what, you are launching new rockets. So people get stuck on stage one. People always just keep asking, and like they fear that the universe don't hear them. But the thing is, the moment you experience these things, the moment you experience being poor, the moment you experience a negative relationship, trauma or whatever, like what you do want is added. The rocket of desire is launched. So there's 2 ways to launch a rocket. One way is to experience contrast, and the other way is to think about any thought for more than like 14 seconds. That's what Abraham Hicks say. So like, if you think about $1,000,000 for 14 seconds, right, or whatever, you launch these rockets. They're already downloaded into your vibration, into your inner being's vibration. So they're already there. So step two, once you launch those rockets, this step, it's all about source. Source immediately answers. So you launch these rockets and source answers. Done. That's it. Like the moment you ask, you launch these rockets, source answers. And step one and step two, for the most part, you do these things 24/7, and you don't even barely have to do anything about it. Like the asking is already done. The perfect relationship you want, the perfect wife, the perfect husband, the perfect house, money, vacation, whatever you want, it's most likely already in your vibrational escrow. It's already in your vibration. And the moment you ask, it's already, source already answered. So step one and two, it's for the most part, it's already taken care of. You guys already, like, you guys are most likely fine with those step one and two already. Step three is where you come in. So step one and two, for the most part, you experience life and source answers. That's automatic, right? So step three, this is where you come in. Step three is allowing. It's alignment. So this is what we've been talking about. We raise our vibrations so we can connect with the higher vibration of well-being, of source. So step three is just to get in a higher vibration. So we align. That's all it is. When we align, we allow the source to flow through us. So step three, it's just really allowing the source within us to flow through. And we talked about it. We've done the thinking exercise to get in high vibration. So it's just allowing the high vibration source energy to flow through our body, because our physical vibration is the only uncooperative component. So step one and two has asked you to launch new rockets. So now you have new desires in your energetic being. You have already downloaded all these new desires and frequencies around you, and source has answered it. So you have everything that you want energetically, and now it's just about matching your physical vibration to your energetic being, right? So we just have to allow those energies to seep into our physical, right? So it starts with alignment with our physical vibration, right? So that really is the 3-step process. That's all you really need to know. But Abraham Hicks added stage 4 and stage 5, and it's not necessary. It's literally just for clarity purposes. Like step 1 to 3 is the main 3 steps, and then later on she just kind of like added 4 and 5. And these are just more like advice rather than, you know, like the 3 fundamental steps. So this is just kind of fun to think about, and it's kind of like for advanced individuals, right? But it's pretty simple. Step 4 is now we want to achieve a consistent alignment, right? So when you do that exercise, when you are able to think yourself in high vibration and you practice it a few times a day, and now your thoughts are always in this positive momentum, and you're always just thinking in a positive direction, your vibration is going to be very high consistently. So after you practice being in high vibration for a few months, you realize your thoughts are just always super positive, and you can get into very positive momentum easily, and you feel close to source. So now that you are in a way higher vibration, your connection with your inner being is like, it's just like, it's so effortless. You shift into well-being so effortlessly. And that just literally comes with practicing your vibration, practicing thinking, and that will come naturally. And it's amazing. Now you're just always tuned in and tapped into well-being. And now your life is just amazing. Like, you're just doing amazing, and you're gonna, oh my gosh, like the first 2 months I was doing this, it was like a little rocky. All right, like I was still trying to figure things out, and you know, there was times where things were kind of just rocky, right? I'm still trying to figure out how to think positively, how to get in high vibration, right? But man, once I really got efficient and really built up the momentum, it was just game over. It was just like so easy. So you're really gonna once you experience it, it's incredible. It's consistently feeling amazing all the time. It's totally possible, because you'll realize that there's nothing that can stop you from your connection with your inner being. When you're connected to your inner being, you're feeling well-being. So you're feeling happy. And the only thing that's stopping you is yourself. Your thoughts are, you and your thoughts, you are the only thing that can stop you from being connected to source. Which is the number one most important thing you can do. Number one, honestly, the only thing you ever need to do is be connected to source. And there's not one soul, there's not one thing in this entire multiverse that can stop you from connecting to source other than yourself. And you're gonna realize one day, the other day, like I was just like, I was helping my dad at a restaurant, and I was just thinking, I'm like, it hit me. I was like, holy shit. The only thing that can ever bother me, that can make me experience negative emotions, that can get me out of alignment, is my own thinking. My thinking, it has 100,000% correlations with how I'm feeling. So anyways, it's pretty cool. So in step 5, now once you're consistently in high vibration, you know, life is going well. And you're gonna encounter, once in a while, you're gonna encounter things, you're gonna encounter contrast, right? You're gonna experience things that on the surface might look like, oh man, this is something I don't want, right? But then you're not scared of it anymore, because now you're in alignment and you know that contrast breeds expansion. So once in a while, if negative things happen and you are already consistently in high vibration, you're no longer scared of contrast. You love contrast, because contrast grows you. But you also realize, wow, this contrast, okay, contrast don't usually happen unless the universe is up to something. So it's usually like on the surface, it feels scary. But once you just keep allowing, and you know, you just keep surrendering and you go through it, it's like, oh my gosh, I was just feeling fearful, but wow, this contrast turns out to be just not what I expected, and things work out perfectly. But so step 5 is now you are so confident in your own high vibration, your own alignment, that when little contrasts happen here and there, you love it. And I don't want you to think, oh man, like negative things are gonna happen. No, that's not what the point is. The point is that when negative things happen, A, it's good because contrast is amazing. B, when you're in a high alignment, negative things don't usually happen just randomly. It's usually something that if you do experience some negative things, it's not what you think it is. Like, it's not gonna turn into like this new negative thing. It's actually like a blessing, this huge blessing in disguise. So for example, my dad's we closed down the restaurant for renovation purposes, and in the last week, right, my dad let go of all the workers in the back to allow them to have time to get new jobs. So he let all the workers go in the back. It's just him and one worker and no one else holding down this whole buffet. And so he asked me to help. And so I spent like a whole week just washing dishes in the back and helping my dad. And on the surface, when he asked, I'm just like, oh, what? Why is this happening, right? Like, I'm just like, and now I have to go wash dishes, But that has already passed, right? So I spent that week closing down we closed down a restaurant. I washed a ton of dishes in the back. But that, at first I was hesitant, but that turned out to be the best thing in the world. Like, that sounds crazy, but I had the best week of experience of washing dishes because I was I got to spend so much time with my dad, and like it just helped our relationship so much. I've never seen this guy smile so much, and we were just having an amazing time and forming this huge bond. And it was actually really therapeutic because it allowed me to just kind of like, I was just in the corner washing dishes. It was so peaceful. It was just like all three of us, we're holding down this kitchen. 3 people holding down this kitchen in this buffet. But I was just in my corner, I was doing my thing, I was washing dishes, and it was just me and my thoughts. And so I was able to just really just have a lot of clarity. And that's when I had all these breakthroughs. I had like a billion breakthroughs while I was washing dishes, and because it was just me and my thoughts, right? And on top of that, I don't know how to explain it, but it was just an incredible experience. Like, that was such a crazy, unique experience. Like, it was like every day, it felt like an hour. Like I worked with him the whole day, but it felt like an hour, and it just felt amazing. And it just so many amazing things that happened. I just can't really explain right now. But I also listened to Abraham Hicks audiobooks too. So like I finished like half the whole book in that week. So it turned out to be an amazing experience that I honestly wish to continue experiencing. As crazy as that sounds, it was so amazing. And on the last day when I was there when the restaurant closed, we closed it down for the final day, and it was so surreal. Like, it was so surreal. And so at first, I perceived it as this negative situation, and it turned out to be a life-changing a week for me and my dad. Like, we hugged for the first time in 20 years. Right, like, damn, that's crazy. So step 5, don't be afraid of contrast. If contrast happens, something amazing is going on. Like, it looks like a problem is arising, but it's really not. But you gain this confidence when you are in alignment. So thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you listen to it a few times, and this is just a good illustration to understand like what the heck is going on. Hey, if you would like to work with me one-on-one so we can take your vibration to the next level, then click the sign up button below and let's get that started. You're looking for someone who has already made that vibrational transformation that you're looking for, someone who has overcome their negative thoughts and negative emotions, as well as someone who has helped other students do the same exact thing. So if working with me one-on-one to transform your vibration resonates with you, I asked you to act fast because I only have a limited amount of spots for my new students because I want to make sure I give my students the time and attention that they deserve. So if you're interested, click the button below.